welcome to another edition of the Gaming Pulpit, and today we are going to be talking about some PS5 news, actually PS4 news, and how it can't apparently do backwards compatibility. And we're going to be talking about BluePoint's new game and how it may not be a Demon's Souls remake. So let's get started. So, shout out to Sick. I don't want him to, if he comes across this video, Sick Humor, thinking that I was kind of aping the stuff that he was saying. This is a sentiment that I've had for a while about the media being basically biased, and it's just a lot of weird shit that has been going on with the media. So, you know, I was on my Twitter and found these tweets, these series of tweets talking about, you know, some more bad news. The PlayStation 5 is not backwards compatible. Or sorry, PS4 is not forwards compatible. Like, you can't play PS5 games on a PS4. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this really a thing? And why is PS5 being even singled out? Why is Sony being singled out? And this is why it kind of leads into, you know, media bias. You know, because the same type of shit happened before. I noticed this too. Like, there's a narrative that is spread by the media and then it's ate by other people. There was a game, I don't even know what the fuck the game was called, but Digital Foundry, which you guys, if anybody followed this channel knows how I feel about this shit. Digital Foundry had the audacity to say, oh, there's a Switch game that looks better than the PS4. And I'm like, why did they even say PS4? Why not PS4 Pro? Why not fucking Xbox console? Why not any of these shits? You know, it's so funny how lucrative, you know, being a console warrior is. And people like, you know, Digital Foundry, they pry and prey on these people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you mean better graphics? Well, we said better anti-aliasing graphics. It's like, what's fucking ridiculous? Then I see another fucking article about 2019 was the PlayStation 4's most disappointing year, or this was a disappointing year for the PlayStation. And I'm like, well, what about Xbox? Because they definitely had that whole crackdown debacle. And what the fuck did Xbox? What did Microsoft do? What exactly did they do this year to have it so that they are completely impervious to any kind of noticing of mediocrity? Like, no one's saying anything about them. I remember back in the day when I picked up my Vita and people had the 3DS. People were like, "Oh, I really don't want no handheld that actually has what they say." They said that they didn't want a handheld that had console level games. And then here we are with the fucking Switch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I wish that the Vita did well. You know what I'm saying? I honestly wish the Vita did well. But the same concept that people say that they really didn't want the Vita to have, they're fucking clamoring over it. People are clamoring over Doom and The Witcher. You know what I'm saying? This is what people are clamoring over. That's their full console games. And yet back then, it's just the narrative was totally different. You know, the PlayStation Portable and the Vita, you know, was kind of shunned because they were trying to make console experiences on the go. All of a sudden, you know, the Switch is doing that very same thing. And to be honest with you, it's worse. They have their Zelda games and shit like that. And then on top of it, technology-wise, no one's really complaining about how shitty these games run. But the second, you know, the PlayStation 4 drops a frame, God forbid, it's like, it's so ridiculous, this industry of these people. Like, I mean, you guys, I'm gonna make another more serious video about it, but I wanted to kind of get that out there. Like, it's, the media bias is a real thing, and they prey on people that are being fanboys, and it's like people can't think for themselves. They honestly can't. You know, it's ridiculous. But let's go on to the next topic here. So I kind of was thinking really, really long and hard about this shit, and yeah, everybody can say that BluePoint is making a PlayStation, or I'm sorry, they're making a Demon's Souls remaster or remake or whatever the case is. But I've been digging into some things too, and here's what I have found. Let me try to zoom in here. I think I need to go back to the beginning. So at first it seems like, you know what I mean, that they constantly work with Sony anyway. So whatever that they're doing is going to be realistic. So you can rule out a Jack and Dexter, you know, a Naughty Dog game, but people were kind of, or Ape Escape, somebody even said that. But if it's going to be a realistic game, Demon Souls isn't that realistic. I guess realistic aesthetics. But, you know, there is some artists in that, you know, in that place, you know, BluePoint, and this is what they were looking for. So they said that they were looking for a creative benchmark in animations with a good sense of physics and realistic movements. So that kind of sounds to me, and maybe I'm just fantasizing about the shit, but it sounds like Killzone. Realistic physics, shooting, and the explosive stuff, you know, and movements. You know what I mean? With the reload animations and shit like that. And they were like to generate realistic facial and lip sync animations for in-game motions and real-time cinematic cutscenes. I mean, these are things that, you know, the Souls game lack, but I feel like it's leading to something more realistic. You know, they also say that they want to elevate animations to a next level. So that's one of the things that they want to do. I'm just looking here, making sure all animations follow a quality standard and artistic direction. Animations team. So they were like looking for animators, you know. Our team is passionately remaking a classic for current and next gen systems. Want to be a part of making something special? BluePoint Games is a small studio with big ideas, always looking for an elite game development talent to join our family. I mean, honestly, like I said before, I really do think that this could possibly be, it could be a Killzone. It could be, I mean, classic is a subjective word. So I really can't say, well, people can say, oh, Killzone is not really a classic. It's not a classic game. I mean, look how bad it was. But a lot of people liked Killzone 2. Killzone 2 started a lot of, you know, that whole buzz with graphics and stuff like that. It changed the whole narrative about the PlayStation 3 not being really powerful to now. You know what I mean? It was one of those things where I think, I mean, I'm hoping, to be honest with you. I mean, they already made an Uncharted one. I doubt it's going to be Resistance, because Resistance had like a really weird art style. I don't think it was that realistic. I don't even think that the Souls games is realistic. And then being though that BluePoint is a very small team, I mean, honestly, it's what they're looking for, realistics, animators and graphic designs. It seems like they're looking for something that has a very realistic aesthetic, and I don't think the Souls games has that aesthetic. I think this kind of matches the Killzone. Will people be disappointed in it? Probably, if it is Killzone. But maybe that'll be their next step. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll be it. But let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you like or dislike about the video. And if you liked it, please sub. A sub is greatly appreciated, guys.